Hey there, folks. It's 9 o'clock a.m. And the heck day is it? Thursday, April 28th, 2016. What I'm going to talk about this morning is something a few people know about, but only a few. Um, a lot of people get excited about being source energy, and that means nothing other than if you come from this hometown or that hometown, uh, it means your energy's strong, but or possibly strong. It should be strong. Um, Anything that you have is actually only as good as the use you put it to. And if you don't do anything good with a nice shovel, you'll never get anything dug. Okay? If you have a nice truck, you don't get out and drive it. It looks good sitting in the driveway, but it's kind of defeating its own purpose. Funny thing about that, too, you let a vehicle sit too long, it starts to rust for no reason. I'm going to talk about how the other side actually goes into you and runs you when it wants to run you. Uh, Not only am I almost the only thing there is in a body that actually understands it, but I'm the one that gets all that attention from them. Everyone gets that attention, but because I'm the one that fights all this stuff all the time, I have their constant attention. Um, there's legitimate problems over there that you can understand. There used to be a lot of nasty stuff. Okay, all the nasty stuff is all the real nasty stuff is gone. Maybe a little. You get rid of a cloud, you might have a few little drops hanging around, but it's not a big deal. The problem is trying to settle down, and a new group of beings trying to settle down and do something in a new way that they have no idea how to do it anyway. It's like taking a baker out of his bakery, put him in a mechanical garage, and say, "Here, build a carburetor," or "Here, uh, pull out a fuel injector," and he's going to be like, "What? Scramble some eggs, make some icing? I can do all this stuff." He's kind of lost. Well, that's what's going on over there right now. That's why, even as clean as it is, there's still some problems. Until Arrow goes over there and literally sets the new format, someone has to stand up and say, "This is how it is," and that's going to be Arrow. Okay, and he's Arrow and Lily, but it'll be Arrow first. Once that format is set, then the other folks would be happy to just, let's go ahead and make this work. There's so much. There's more good energy than problematic energy. There's more helpful, loving energy than there is problematic energy on the other side, by leaps and bounds. They're ready for this. They want it. You know who they are? They're you when you're not in the body. I mean, honestly, isn't that what most everyone wants? Is to have lives where there's more compassion, honor, and equality instead of this abuse. I was looking at stuff going on yesterday just for a brief moment on the TV. I've got TVs here, a couple of them, but they're for watching DVDs. I don't have any kind of cable or satellite or something like that to watch TV on. Don't want it. Um, that's not a part of my life. It's, for me, too much of a distraction, but I do like to watch movies sometimes just to relax, go to sleep, calm down a little bit. Um, oh, But people on the other side that you out of a body are ready for this, have been wanting this. Most all the nuts and problems are gone. This is going to happen. It's going to happen smooth as soon as Sarah gets the heck over there. Lily, her focal point has already been pulled out of the body it was in. It's healing. I was talking with Bridget about that, and she actually saw the energy coming off the sphere and everything. I thought that was cool. Paul sees like that too. It's crazy. There's others coming around too. Susanna Torque, she's really starting to see stuff. I wish I had more time to talk with more people, but especially just a very few of my family members that are going to be involved in what's going on, what's coming up. It looks like two of them I thought were going to be in there are going to get shut down. This new movement, what's happening, the new format on the other side, this is going to happen. Nothing can stop it, period. Nothing. Why is that? Because Ara and Lily are running it, and they're literally the two strongest beings that there are anywhere in all creation. They were made like that, but they were small, and from having well over 8 trillion lives each, they got big, they got strong. So nothing is powerful enough to stop it. Nothing is going to be allowed to stop it. They've had more lives than anyone else. They understand creation better than anyone else. That's how it's going to be. Those that don't like it, whatever. Those try to stop it, they'll just be taken away. You know, you walk on the beach, you see the water roll up, and then the water rolls down. You'll see a little piece of seaweed or something floating up, and then it goes back down, and then the tide just kind of washes it away. It'll be like that, or it'll be aggressive, whatever. Some of it's going to be very aggressive. There's a lot of source energy that was out of body that's not around anymore, that wanted things the old way of abuse to stay alive so they could play play God. And there's a lot of source in body that they wanted that attention to themselves. They want to run things, make it about them. You'll find them going through some strife and then leaving. There's also no place for that in creation anymore. So once out of the body, they'll be deleted, plain and simple. This new change is coming. Everyone deserves it. Everyone on the other side that's out of body, that is actually their real selves. Remember, going into a body, this is a temporary thing. It's like Monday through Friday, you live in as who you really are, sentient spirit, no body, just floating around. You know, very strong, very powerful, very intelligent. All your feelings, more so than now, when you're in a body. That's who you really are. People have been having too many lives, back to back to back to back. It causes issues with past life issues. Sometimes you were hurt real bad in a previous life, and you're actually feeling that pain in this life. Even though there's nothing wrong with your hand, you can't move it. And you go into past life, you find out it got crushed or eaten off by some crazy thing or something. Had a boulder fall on it. Things happen everywhere. But this will not be stopped. Will not. Right now, the other side is aimless. There's no direction. It's almost like there's a big building on fire and you have 100 people out there trying to put the fire out, and they all have a glass of water. They're all running around just not knowing what to do. Having the most amount of lives gives you the base foundation for understanding what a good life is, especially once we're out of the body and we can remember. Being the strongest things there are means you can maintain that format, and nothing is strong enough to change it. Nothing. Being beings that came from literally from the frequencies of heart, energy, you have love and compassion. And if it just so happens that these two beings are selfless, don't want for themselves, then it'll work. But only long enough until you set it up to where they run their own lives. But there always has to be that love and that fortitude and that power to protect, to take care of our family called creation. That, in a nutshell, is what's going on. There's stuff on the other side that's overly concerned about what's going to happen. There's a lot of unrest. There's so much stuff has disappeared over there that, and there's people over there, the good ones, the people, aren't say good ones, the ones that, have compassion, don't want to run stuff. They're not going nuts. They're not abusive or aggressive in an abusive manner. They see it. They understand the change is good and everything, but they're concerned. This is all brand new, folks. All of this is brand new. It's never been incorporated into a life or anything because it's waiting for that switch to get turned on. In a way, it's nothing. It's just a simple thing. It's like walking down a road. But in another way, it's paramount because the way that you have lives, the way your energy, the way as spirit, your sentient energy, the way you're going to start growing is by having lives that are relevant to your own personal frequencies. Some of you are more bakers, explorers, travelers, scientists, nurturing, loving mother. There's all kinds of, everyone's a little different. So that's what you can have lives as. You're going to start having lives with your actual spirit mates. That's incredible. That's so much love. And all this harsh abuse is going to be taken out of your lives. I've said before by 2020 that that a third of the abuse in your lives is going to be gone. And once we go to the energy bodies, 72 to 78% of the abuse in creation will be removed. Depending on how you want to look at it, where you want to draw your lines, this is abuse and that's not. That's why the amount goes back and forth. But although you can't stop it, you have a lot of people in body that are always trying this. Okay? All the naysayers. They can't grasp it for themselves, so they say it doesn't exist. They don't have any faith in themselves because they're trying to wake up and they're not comfortable with it yet, and they let others put them down. These people who are really going out of the way to put stuff down, that's going to be handled from the other side. That'll be extremely decisive. There's a lady named Connie who had a metaphysical shop in the Atlanta area. My life was Pahana. My better half for that life. She is now literally a Hopi Indian, and she and I we're close, but only as close as we can be with everything going on. but we're good friends. We care about each other, and that's close. That's wonderful. This other girl, Lady Connie, she was our daughter, and it's funny how she's just the same. She tried to control all the readers to such a point, what they call readers there, metaphysical practitioners. She tried to control them all, signing contracts. You can't do this, can't do that, and I told her, I said, you're not controlling the spiritual movement. I said that ain't gonna happen. And then I just went in and out a few times, and I said that and I dropped it. I let it alone. Had a good time, laughing with her and the folks down there. Um, she had her proof as to what I was, but then eventually she got all upset and nasty. And I told her it just was right there in my head. I said, a year and a half from now, I said, your doors are going to close. It said maybe June, maybe July. Early, very first week in July, bada boom, bada bing. That's because she was trying to control it. She wasn't hurt, She had money. It's just she was not going to be allowed to try to control this spiritual evolution. This is not new age. There's a new age coming, but this is not quote unquote new age. Okay, this is nothing. This is you, family. This is nothing you can name. Is what I should have said. This is you becoming yourself, and everyone else doing the same. And as you become yourself, you become aware of what's around you. So, folks, that's what's going to happen in a nutshell. Nothing can stop it. So, the abuse stops. You have more freedom. You finally actually have a whole lot more free will. You had almost no free will. When energy, this is kind of what I want to start talking about. I start talking, the information's flowing, it's coming out of me from deep inside. Sometimes from my energy outside of my head, outside of the crown, it'll come in, go into the brain. Hypothalamus flows out. It's me talking different parts of me, different parts of what I am inside. That's what I am. Are we not the sum of our parts? Over 90% of what this physical body is the primary focal point of our. It's kind of rough sometimes being aware so much and trying to help people. And there's always little idiots running around. I call them idiots because they are. Okay, they run around with a closed mind. They refuse to open up their mind. That's stupid. When someone is ignorant about something, where's an example? Oh, okay. Here's one. Wait a minute. 1 second. Excuse me. The attitude that people have, you can feel them when they talk. So it's real easy to figure out where they're coming from. We all do this naturally. It's excuse me. It's how the heart works. Again, one of your metaphysical abilities. Oh, there's no such thing as forget psychic. All right, that's crazy. That's stupidity. That's there. If you look up psychic, there's I don't know how many definitions of it. None of them make any sense. Everyone has metaphysical abilities, and that's what's waking up. So anyway, this is a personal example. You'll get a kick out of this. I don't mind talking about myself, mistakes I've made or whatever. Sorry, there's not many of them. But when I make one, I don't mind talking about it. This is not a mistake I made, but I'm open to talk about things. That's why I brought that up. Don't worry about making mistakes. How else do you learn? When you make the same mistake 3 times, then it's time to take a look at yourself, okay? Get in a mirror and say, dude, or dudette, what's the problem? What's going on here? So anyway, when everything broke down, there was so much stuff going on when I was with spiritualsymposiums.com. Okay, I'm not trying to bring this up and drag it out. I'm just making a very perfect example of this. Okay, this is important because a lot of you that listen to me, almost all of you, are going to be helping people wake up. You're going to be faced with this. It's important for you to understand a real life situation where you can actually get hit with it, or it might be random from people walking up. That's what it'll be most of the time. So, when it got to the point where when it got to the point where I wasn't dying when Michelle thought I was going to, she got all upset, and she had already been plotting this anyway, where she wanted to make the whole movement thing about her and get Brigitte to be a top reader and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. Metaphysical practitioner, but whatever. And then keep the money coming in for her. Because she made, I produced just over $200,000. Just leave it there, okay? In a couple of years, a little over 2 years. So she got used to that money, wanted to keep it coming in. Now, she'd been making recordings of our personal conversations for over a year. Trying to manipulate him, saying stuff in and out, and I could see and feel the way she's talking. I'm not stupid, okay? I'm really not. When I was in school, I took advanced classes. It's the reason for that. Einstein, hell no, okay? My brain doesn't even function like that. I can't even sign autograph books anymore. I can write, but I can like print, but I can't write script anymore. My brain won't function like that, and that's good. Okay, I gotta go. But anyway, so. She started plotting it at my last event, the very last event I'd ever have. She was sweet, and I wanted to flow with the event, keep everything going, but stuff kept happening where I was aware something was going on with my regular physical, my eyes, physical brain, and everything else. I looked into it deeper, and I felt something going on. I didn't bother pursuing it too far because I didn't care, because I know, I've been sick for a long time, folks, okay? I know I was supposed to go. And Michelle was one of the few people that had, less than 5 people, that I told them, I said, this is what I'm seeing. And that was October 28th of last year. And literally, people actually that didn't know me, that weren't even awake. This one lady worked in a restaurant. She was just saying, I saw the angel of death behind you, we've had a lot of lives together, so in a way we're close. It's not physical. People want to take the love I have for people and try and turn it into a sexual thing. Folks, that's sick. If your mind's there, just stay in the gutter or float down into the sewer, will you? That's the neat thing about being out of body. We have all this wonderful love for each other, those of us that have it, and it's fine. There's no, greed, envy, and stuff like that. It's just the body thing that messes that up. Jealousy. Anyway, excuse me. So Michelle went crazy on a campaign against me to say Jay's a horrible person. You have no idea what he is, what he's like, and everything. She was doing that at the event, the last event, September 26th, 27th, and 28th. There was a big thing with that. She was, going nuts, bugging the heck out of people. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, okay? So many people have come to other people. I hear about everything. I can see what I need to. I know that when I'm out of this body, I'll be me, and I can make whatever changes I need to. That's why, even though it was worse, something was going on with Michelle, I knew it wasn't an issue, because I knew it would be taken care of. Okay? I've said some stuff about myself that's kind of hard for some people to believe. I've never told you the whole story, okay? It's not a story. That's the wrong word. Big time. I've never let you in on a whole lot of facts, and they don't need to come out. Okay, this is not about me. This is about everything else. So a lot of people were talking to each other, and I'd hear about it all the time. Jay, it's like some people would say, "How come Jay didn't know about this? He's such strong his abilities. He should know about this." Now, there's a person that can say that. When I say ignorance, that means unaware. I'm ignorant about a lot of things. Okay, we tend to put this thing on him. He's an ignoramus. He's stupid. So when someone says ignorant, they think, oh, he's stupid. No, ignorant means unaware of. Okay. Um, so anyway, there's these people. When people just say, "What happened?" I thought he'd know this. That's innocence. You can feel it in their heart when they talk. Okay. And then you have others that want to attack. Okay, now this is the whole reason for that last 10 minutes was to talk about this right here. Here's the meat of it. Meat. That's disgusting. Here's the big part of it. Um, some people you'll feel and just trust your heart. Okay, trust yourself, please. Okay, you are so much more powerful, larger, bigger, stronger, more intelligent than you could possibly realize. Almost all of you. Okay, there's a handful. And of course, there's a bunch of arrogant people all over the place. They think they're 3 times what they actually are, and what they actually are, they're not even aware of. But trust your heart. Some people want to use that as an attack. Oh, if Jay was this and that, he'd know about this, know about that. That's as stupid as someone saying, if you're a psychic, how many fingers do I have behind my back? And that's like, I've had people ask me that, and I said, really? And when it first happened, I said, cool. I just went in there, and I started looking behind them. I said, well, I can see some movement. It's hard to focus on it because pineal, you see energy is different. Okay, so I was using my pineal, not my scanner. And then I go into his head. And then I started seeing numbers. This is a friend of mine, Ian. Then I saw, I'm not Ian, I'm sorry, another gentleman. And I saw the numbers in his head. And then he kept thinking about different numbers he wanted, fingers he wanted to put out. And then, I just started laughing. I said, that's not what it's about. He goes, oh, no, if you were a psychic, you could do that. And I said, why? Why? Says who? Says you? Did someone write a book on this? I mean, after all, planes can't fly. If men was supposed to fly, God would have given them wings. Remember that? Yeah. What's magic? Magic is something that we don't understand the physics behind yet, and physics vary from planet to planet. Excuse me, as well as in between. So, that's why I try to warn you all about that psychic box. Someone says, what are you, psychic? The chances are they don't understand the parameters for it because there are none. It's whatever someone else wants to make up. Why is it you should know how many fingers are behind someone's back? If you're really strong in the scanner, you can go through and see it. If you're really strong in the pineal, it's going to be more difficult for you to see because you see more multidimensionally. So what does that mean? You don't have abilities? Yeah, right. Hello. That's like saying I got a full head of hair, okay? Okay, so people are going to run into that. In my case, I'm bringing new information no one else has ever had. I'm cranking up people that were already strong source energy, and the good ones are doing some wonderful work. The other problems are being taken care of. That reminds me. I'll have to. I'll just talk with her personally. I'll just go in her head later. Never mind. I was going to make a public comment to get someone to call me, but I'll just tell them. Anyway, and that was something I talked with her, and I need to add more to it. So of course, I'll do that before I go. But see, the thing is, even sometimes I forget. We're so stuck in these bodies, unable to feel and see our true selves. Sometimes I forget what I can do when I'm out of the body. But all of you are the same way. I mean, the amount of intelligence that you have is crazy. Y'all have no idea how cool you are. I wish you did, but can't just go in heads and go poof. Put all that knowledge there. Number one, The brain can't hold that. Number two, I'm not here for that, and if I would try right now, I can't do it. And it's why should I do something that would hurt you anyway? I mean, it's stupid. So why doesn't Jay know this stuff? I know what I need to and what's important. I'm doing so much stuff all the time. I really don't care. I've had people come to me from all over the world being attacked by stuff, and I kill it. I've had them call me up, talk with me, have consults and stuff where they're just being harassed by their angels. One of them, okay? One of them actually went after her dad, and dad was in a car accident and died. He was killed by his angel. Um, some people have had angels, the original angels. Some of them have had them attacking them, their children. Uh, Other people having a problem with a child where or a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or something that has 27% or more negativity in it, and it was letting other stuff in it, and I go in and pull the stuff out and kill it. Um, this sounds like nonsense talk to a lot of people. That's cool. They're not going to wake up anyway. They don't need to be thinking about having many more lives here either. Okay, not I don't mean on Earth. I mean period in body. Things will change, but you got to take out the trash. So people just keep saying whatever they want. Let them. Their opinion has very little significance with you. It might be a boss or something. Well, if you had to, go get another job. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but you listen to me. You have abilities. You have abilities. Either you're waiting to wake up, or you already have them. So maybe it's time for you to do something more for yourself that you can enjoy, be happier at, and help other people. I've met so many wonderful people. Uh, so many awesome individuals. And, some that aren't. Some that had great promise, and some that stole their own future away from them. Uh, is it not true that all you can really do is the best you can yourself and do it for yourself? And as you improve yourself to help you give others, when that's in your heart, that's going to improve too. The more you wake up, the more you become aware of, the more you can help other people wake up. We are family, okay? The only way for creation to be equal, truly equal, is for everyone to have their abilities woken up, because the third dimension, the physical dimension, it's physical right now, it's going away from that. It'll always be physical planets and stuff like that, but it's going to be much different. In order for it to become part of creation, it has to see the rest of it. It has to become aware of everything else out there. Maybe not every dimension, but it has to see that it's a family unit. It's a member of a family unit. Is the best way to put that, I guess. It's a unit within a family. It's part of a bigger thing. When you know that you're having a life to learn something, to grow, and everything else, you're going to be moving towards a better life for yourself. Kind of simple. Think about it. Just relax a minute and just like, what would it be like if I was in a body having a life, and I knew that I was in a body having a life? I didn't really live there, but it was a nice moment for me to go through some things. And then you had a life where you could actually live out things relative to your personal frequencies, so you could develop yourself naturally. What would that be like? Nice. You would develop not quite as big as fast, but better and stronger. So that's what's coming. Nothing's going to stop it. Uh, there's going to be all kinds of turmoil with people screaming, yelling. You know, some of them. If you think this, you're stupid. And I know this because I'm incredibly intelligent. If anybody could do this stuff, it would be me. That's what's in their head that they'll never tell you. They're all about themselves. Folks, people can say what they want about me. I don't really care. Uh, I can feel stuff out there. I feel it in a general speaking kind of thing, and it doesn't matter. Why should it? It's like I've told you during your consults, and you know this for yourselves. How many have I had? Whoa. I had days when I was volunteering, 100% volunteering my services for spiritual symposiums, doing 4, 6 crank ups in a day. Consults, crank ups. Crank ups back then were $600, 200 more than they are now that I'm doing it for myself instead of giving it away to Michelle. Open Awareness Incorporated. No, it's Michelle, really. Anyway, add that up. Open 7 days a week. Near the end, I started taking 3, 4 days off because she just kept running up all those appointments, you know, and it's not that I couldn't do them, but I had stuff to do too. And oh yeah, I was sick. I've been sick for a long time. Uh, I've been on Fordale, 12 microgram Fordale, one of the strongest lung medications there is, for years. Hell, I was born with COPD. Um, but it started getting real bad. That last event, like I've said before, my voice, my breathing was gurgling. Pneumonia. I have lower lung infections that just won't go away. I can calm them down, like right now I'm okay, and then they come right back again and just can't stop it. And all that medication starts taking out your kidneys and everything else. Um, so, which, you know, I'm anxious to go. Get this information out and get it handled because I want you to have it for you to grow with. Okay? Uh, it's important for all of you to come as close as you can to being the real you before some things start happening here. Um, this isn't a dangerous thing. This is just, it's important. The more aware you are, the more telepathic you are, the more you can feel, see, use your abilities, uh, the more real you are. Let me ask you, imagine you being more like that, okay, your metaphysical abilities being stronger, and then all of a sudden our friends come in from space, our family members, in starships. They've been here forever. They're landing before long, yes, 2018, 2019. Um, you think that that'll be easier for you when your heart's stronger, your pineal's stronger, your vision to see stronger? It will be. And when you can look at them and you first get over the fact that these people look different, they're people. Remember, you've had lives in those bodies. Once you get over that impact and you relax, these folks are old races. You can literally open up and go to them and talk telepathically very easily. It's not like trying to talk to someone here on the planet, okay? To ear, he's incredibly powerful. His 2 sons, Ra'ag and Na'ag, incredibly powerful telepaths. There's so many races that for centuries, many centuries, have been aware of metaphysical abilities. We're in the Stone Age here, folks. Yeah, how about that, Stones? Um, I'm trying to do everything I can to help you. and I'm tired of being here. I can do the most for everyone as soon as I get out of here. That's my job. Herky's not doing too good. He's okay, but he's not doing too good. Um, the other side, that's funny, I've been talking so long today, and now I'm finally getting to the point of it. The other side, how do they run your lives? When I crank you all up, when I work on your scanner, I don't talk about exactly about what I do, but I go into your brain and I move my fingers around. It's like energy. And if you watch me, I'm like this going in and out of there, but most of you can actually feel something or actually feel like fingers in your brain touching it, moving around. Having energy fingers going into your brain doing this, when something's out of body and it's its normal self, it's stronger, smarter, blah, blah, blah. The soul will go right into your head, put its energy in your brain and start messing with your brain. You will be doing what it tells you to. It will literally run you. Oops. You won't even know it. Hey, Herc. I'll be done in a second, buddy. I love you, buddy. I'll be done in just a second, okay? I love you. You want to say hi to everybody? Go ahead. No? Okay. It's all right. Say hi. Oh. Oh. I love you. I'm coming, buddy. Herky's literally being used to tell me to get off. I love you, buddy. You're the man. You know that? Yes, you are. I'm coming, buddy. Just a second, all right? But this you need to know about. And this the other side does not want you to know about. Literally, I can go in your brains now and do things. Wait till I get out of the body. Okay, then on me. Here's a little bit of other stuff I didn't want to really talk about, but I don't care anymore. Okay, I'm done. I'm done caring about the little stupid stuff. How you going to take something? Here it is. Deal with it. Okay, love you, but here it is. Deal with it. You know, don't care about what the children say as they cry and wet their diapers. There's plenty of those, but there's more people that are quiet, that are listening, that are learning, and that's what the information is for, not the whatever, not the schmucks. Not trying to break down into name calling. I was trying to find a word for them. What do you say? It's like, yeah, blow it off, schmuck. Anyway, they literally go in you and start running you. You're not even aware of it. And then you do things, and then sometimes it's like, wow, that was a little more aggressive than me normally. That was kind of weird. Well, that's because it wasn't you. Okay? The angels used to do that to you all the time. That's how the other side ran you. The original male and female, they started getting smaller as they released more parts of themselves, but they were incredibly intelligent about knowing how to manipulate people and everything while they're in the body, changing the bodies themselves so that it'd be easier to control you within them. Having all those angels that were just servants working for them, that didn't have any feelings, they didn't care. They, when the first angels make a body look at you, you'd think that you had a serial killer looking at you, wanting to kill you. They just had no emotion. They're just void of emotion. They were, almost all of them. Then the angels would, like I've said 1,000 times before, they take their energy, go straight through your crowns, then go into the hypothalamus and everything, and just run you around. You just do stuff, whatever, and he's like, "Why did I do that? Why did I do that?" They manipulate things around you. It's just like Herky, to tell me I got to go. That's good. It's a good message, and I can actually talk to Herky out of the body. He's saying, "Daddy, hurry, please," and I've got to hurry because he's going to get out of here and I'm leaving. He's keeping me here. Okay, this is for you, but I'm here because I'm not gonna leave Herky. I don't abandon nothing. I'm still fighting this stupidity with all these issues with the house and everything, and the business. They're getting handled, but it's just taking care of it properly. But when it's time, it's time. Okay. I think some of the people were looking for like some kind of messiah crud or something. That's a bunch of crap. That's a bunch of crap. We're family, okay? Everyone's equally important. Nothing's any better than anything else in value. On the other side, there was so much arrogance, people putting others down. Everybody put down animal essence, human essence, fey essence. Well, not all of them, but the majority of them were just putting animal. No, I can't say majority. Yeah, I can. Human essence, the majority of them. Fey, it's a little less than half. We're putting down animals, saying you're only animal essence. And animals had more lives, were more intelligent, and had more heart, fortitude. Nothing's any better than anything else, but they were barking up the wrong tree. Anyway, that's all being taken away, so things can actually get normal. We can have a family, and we've never had that before, never. So you can have nice moments in your life, and you can have lives that are easy because you went through too many hard ones in a row, and it was time to have an easy one. But if you could access your last 100 lives, you get a good idea of what's going on. So anyway, they go straight in your head as energy into your actual brain, start running it, and you'll do whatever they want you to. They go into events in your life. They'll make other people do stuff that'll affect you. Even making someone in a car all of a sudden pull out in front of you, say, quick, you got to turn, and they'll say there's no one there, so the person cuts right in front of you, and it pisses you off, you get mad. They do all kinds of stuff. And right now there's no one over there there's no control over there as far as how things are supposed to go. Your spirit guides are trying to help you out, and some of your spirit guides suck. Okay? That's what's going on. So there's some of you came to me with bad spirit guides. You said, Jay, I can't talk, but I'm listening to you, I'm looking at them, I'm talking to them while I'm talking with you, and I'm sensing them and everything, and pull them away, get rid of them. I say, okay, let me know if you feel something. If you do, great. If you don't, doesn't matter. It's still happening. And then they're just like, oh, so whoa, I felt something, and then they'll say where they felt it. And that's their new. I said, what do you feel? And then I didn't say, do you feel more love? Do you feel? I said, what do you feel? And then let them tell me. And then after I was done, then I explained to them, this is what I just did, and you're going to have a better time. And then they write back, thanks. Things are so cool now. It's helping me wake up. We need spirit guides to help wake up. So they've been messing with us all over the place. Seems like forever. It has been. How about that? I'm coming, Herc. I'm coming, buddy, right now, okay? So anyway, that's how they run your lives. It's kind of sad, really. There's going to be some of that going on. After I get out of here, those people that are a problem, they need to be dealt with. And they will. That's right. Right, Herky? Is that right? They need to be dealt with? That's right. Yes, and animals, Daddy's taking animals. Look at his ears go up. Daddy's taking animals home, right? Should I take it? Yes? Okay, all right, buddy, I'm coming. He wants to go out now, too. Anyway, it's not that he was answering me directly. He he just wants to run. All right, folks, look, love you. You're going to hear and receive some of this stuff when I go and start changing things for you. Wait till Lily is fixed, okay? That'll be a few months, maybe 4 or 5 months after I'm gone. She's incredible. She's what's really going to heal everything, okay? I'm just the janitor with a mop and a hammer. She's awesome. And you could not be in better hands than having her help guide things along. And she's the one that's going to be running some stuff. But nothing is going to stop this, folks. You deserve this. You always have from the very beginning. For some of you, that's trillions of lives ago. Okay? That's what this is about. That's what I'm about. Okay? That's what's coming, and nothing will stop it. Folks, love you, man. Have a good one. Here I come, Herc.